it's Craig at Pharaoh's Bullion. We have got a customer in with lots of scrap gold. Now, since it's a very good customer and a very good friend of ours, we've actually organised a private appointment tonight at, what time do you make that? 9:30?
9:30.
9:30 to do a melt for him and show him how it's done. So, we're going to let you do the honours and put some of the metal in to the pot. But you hold that tub. I'm going to give you some goggles just in case it... Aye, so there's goggles up there, you put them on. There you go. Now guys, the process of melting gold is very, very easy, but at the same time, very dangerous, because this furnace goes up to 1100 degrees, and obviously things can go wrong where metal splurts out at your face and fumes can come out, but obviously as you can see we're doing everything the right way. We're giving this lovely customer the chance to actually melt his own gold on the premises.
Some experience there, it's a personalised experience.
Personalised experience. We've got our fantastic cameraman who is camera shy. However, we might get him melting some gold at some point. We're also doing some beautiful custom jobs for these two customers as well.
Yep. Next 2 to 3 weeks we should hopefully be getting them.
And they'll be on TikTok, guys, and I'm sure everybody will love them. They want one of them. Just keep tipping that in, it's a high temperature. So if anybody has got any unwanted gold, whether it's sovereigns, Britannias, scrap gold, Rolex watches, vintage watches, we bought this in the shop the other day, they're a beautiful vintage Omega. You know where we are. Genuinely a small handful of gold can be £1,000. Now this customer here, right, genuinely doesn't know what his gold is worth. He trusts us enough to melt his gold and find out exactly what it is worth at the end. And we're going to show you the whole process from start to finish. Obviously we've let the temperature of the furnace get up to a temperature where the gold will melt, because if you put the furnace on and start putting the gold in, it can congeal and it ends up having to be cracked open. We've got all the necessary equipment. We've got our bucket of water in here. I'm going to have to roll my sleeves up, guys, for this one, because it's... Fortunately, somebody needs to put their hand in it. Oh, there we go. Where's that towel?
Feel the heat on for that.
Is it hot, aye?
Nice and hot.
Well, guys, if you want a barbecue, you know where to come tonight. Let me get some.
Roasted. Maybe you got smoke coming off there, that'll be all the oils and stuff for your skin and all that.
There we go, guys.
It'll just be all the oil and stuff burning off it.
It'll be so the copper will be burning off. The zinc will be most of that will be zinc that's burning off, guys. So there's a few things that you need when you melt. So you need obviously a crucible, a furnace that works, some metal to put in it, a pair of tongs to pull the crucible out, gloves, bucket of water, and toothpaste in there. Look, I don't know how the toothpaste got in the bucket. And we need moulds as well. It's important to give, if you want to follow me, I'll show you, you need to give them a good scrub. Here we go, guys. Now it's very unusual for me to have a fantastic film crew, unless it's on the bidding room, which...
Yeah. Actually, I seen you on there, it was a good performance.
I know.
Very nice.
It's a pity they didn't give me more screen time.
Or a good payment.
Aye, exactly, aye. Fucking the money wasn't exactly that good.
You could have bought some more stuff.
Fucking hell. If I charged them the rate that I charge now, fucking hell, I'd be half a millionaire. But, so yeah.
It's amazing how it just disappears on this.
I know. And what we'll do is, alright guys, alright, since you're all watching it, and obviously when it gets put on live, we'll show you the actual gold in the furnace. You know, we are a unique business that melts the gold on the premises. We actually have an XRF which tests the gold's, you know, assay and percentage. And we are genuinely Scotland's. We're genuinely Scotland's biggest gold buyers and refiners in Scotland, and we pay the best prices.
I've recently been round a dozen or so different jewellery places, pawn shops, and the prices don't even compare. They're £3, £4, £5 a gram less. Over this amount of stuff, you could be talking £2,000-3,000.
Exactly. So if you've got if you've got 100 grams and it's £5 a gram difference, it's £500. If you've got a kilo, it's £5,000. It's crazy, and I think, you know, other shops are still stuck on the old prices. You know, we won't advertise our price because we know how much our competition doesn't like it. But you know, see, at the end of the day, they're just CZs. They're CZs. At the end of the day, we don't really need to advertise our prices because people know that the service we provide and the prices we give are the best in Scotland. And these guys have came, you know, quite far from obviously Motherwell out with to sell their gold tonight. They've actually been here twice today, believe it or not, having a look in the window. They bought some stuff, bought some of the silver Liberty.
Aye, the Liberty coins again, they're £35 a coin. You know, far off 3 for £100 odd pound, £105 for 3. It's a good deal now. The price of 1 in bullion by post is
and that'll
£46.
Aye, £46 there on bullion by post. And people are going, is that the best price? Is that the cheapest price? Look guys, they're £35. Next month they'll be about £100 because the price of silver might go up, or they could be cheaper if it goes down. But you know, they're a great investment, and
They go.
aye, stick them in, mate. That'll be fine.
Aye.
Like, look, if you close that now, right? Is that all the gold in it? Aye.
Yeah.
Perfect. So if you don't, just give that a close. Leave that to sit for 5 minutes. But yeah, so guys, if you've got any unwanted gold to sell, pop in to see us in Motherwell, Pharaoh's Bullion. We actually had a guy come in today from Biggar. So a gentleman came all the way from Biggar. We also had a customer consign a very large stone with us to sell on our behalf. And do you know what, guys, at the end of the day, we're the most trusted business in this industry. You know,
actually see that was a big 3-4 carat stone, was it?
4.4, 4.5.
Quite a size for a diamond, especially
Beautiful.
depending on the clarity and everything else. It could be good money for it.
Beautiful stone. The clarity is okay on it. It's not the best. The
It's
colours.
big enough to be recut, but if you had to.
It could be, yeah. It does. It does cost a lot of money. But if anybody's looking for a large stone around 4.5 carat, not bad clarity in colour. It's not the best, but it is okay for the size. We are looking for £17,000. We're looking to achieve the client that. As I say, we're selling it on their behalf.
Which is a bargain.
It is a bargain. You know, this stone, like from the diamond market.
Well, I say in the Diamond District, people will be familiar with the videos online, the watch sellers and everything, the godmother of diamonds and all this. She was selling a 3 carat stone, not the best clarity, $30,000.
See, and that there.
And that was a good deal for somebody she was doing.
They are overpriced over there. We sell things realistically, guys. So if you are looking for a nice diamond,
you can also source lab stuff as well.
we can. The labs are the
Labs
thing
are
of the
real
future.
good value.
They're the thing of the future. They're better quality, and you know, why spend £20,000 on a stone that you're only going to get £10,000 back if you're lucky, where you can then spend £10,000 on a stone and you'll probably definitely get £7,000 back.
And a lab grown diamond is still a real diamond. It's just lab grown.
Yeah.
It still tests as a diamond, but it shows different colour or whatever. But
The the best colour and
You're gonna
clarity
get
that you can get.
perfect clarity for how much difference in the price, a tenth of the price,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Pretty much. More now.
I seen a setting you had made for a customer where
Yeah, the lab, that was a
Lab grown set was
that was a
beautiful.
1.5 carat.
that's-
Customer came in and she was like looking for a 1.5 carat stone, and I looked at her. They were an old couple, and I went, well, 1.5 carat, we probably charge you 6.5 grand natural.
Yeah.
I said, or a lab, and she went, well, I'm quite familiar with the labs. I used to be a chemistry teacher,
Yeah.
and I'd be happy when I went, well, we'll do it for £1,750.
Some difference. In my opinion, lab's going to be the future.
Yeah.
It's the same way as, trying to think, I had the expression the other day, something was a particular thing in the 80s, which wasn't very popular, but it's the done thing now, and the thing that it replaced is just non-existent anymore. So, aye.
I think, do you know what, if you want to save money and you want the same thing, buy lab diamonds. People will turn in and go, oh, but they're not a diamond, or oh, they're, you know, it's not really very good. Look, it's a diamond.
No,
it looks the same, it is the same.
It's on the same toughness scale, it's everything about it.
It's got one element that's different, or one chemical that's different in the diamond, and I'm sure it's hydrogen. Now, in the better
But
quality.
give it time, the Chinese will fix it, or
Yep.
India or some nation will figure out the thing, and that'll be De Beers and everybody out of
Yeah.
business altogether.
We'll figure out
Find
how
the
to
flaw.
get it.
Yeah. And that'll be
So-
it. They'll actually put the wee flaws in the diamonds probably.
Yeah. So let's lift this up. Right, if
You
you
can
want
see that's the galloping hot now.
So, do you want to show the viewers the furnace now? Just be
don't put it
very
right over
careful.
it.
Yeah,
Aye.
because it might blow the phone up.
That's your furnace proper burning there.
I'll show you what. Just there you go, guys. Look. Now, if you hold that. Now, if you get
Gloves.
the glove, you're right-handed or left?
Both. It's alright.
Really?
Aye. Plumbers.
So, if you get this graphite rod, which gold shouldn't stick to it, only borax.
Okay. Did we have some borax in there alright?
Put borax after this. So what we'll do is if you put that in, but when you put it in, just be you're fine, wait there. Give it
Sorry,
to us. No, it's fine, don't worry. You're
Just
fine.
trying to clean up.
We've got plenty. No, you're fine. Right, so if you put this in,
Apologies
don't,
for that.
no, don't put it very quickly. Slowly put it in, because sometimes it can backfire on you. Now stir it.
It's almost as if there's nothing in there.
Oh, there's something in it.
Oh, I know there's stuff
There's
there.
something in it.
It's at the bottom as if there's no
Now see if
resistance.
if you give it a good stir, and then go anti-clockwise. Right.
Yep.
Now if you just slowly, 1 second, watch yourself. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly pull it out.
Yep.
And we're going to put it here. Right, just bring it over here.
Do we need to worry about anything on it? Or?
Just if you skim it on the sides. There we go. If you want to bring it, you put that on that tray. There we go. It's just like baking a cake.
And
Gold
it heats our rod up so fast, it's crazy.
Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put some
Close that again?
no, we're going to put some borax in it.
Right.
I'll do it just so.
Ah,
You don't want to breathe this. You
close
don't
that
want
up,
to breathe this in.
So this cleans it, or?
This will take all. This will help take some of the impurities
Right.
out. Yeah. Now, guys, if you're watching, this isn't to be eaten or breathed in at home
Or snorted.
or snorted. Yeah. For our local, whatever you want to call them.
Friends and family.
Yep. Because it'll kill you. It won't get you high.
But it does have the appearance of something different.
Yeah, this is borax, everybody. Look. And the black stuff
Looks
that
like
you can see
looks like soap
is
powder.
copper oxide. That is highly poisonous.
Right.
Right, what we're going to do, we're going to put this mould on it,
You get some heat on it.
and in 3 minutes to 4 minutes, that'll be ready. Now, it's very important to put WD-40 on the mould, because when the gold hits it, it could splat, or it'll be an uneven finish at the bottom. So we'll let that heat up, and then we'll get on for the show. Now, we've let do everything so far, but
This part I think is best you do.
yeah, no, mate, we don't
This
want
is
to
a-
set. We don't want to
No,
set
this is a years of experience. What do you call it?
expertise.
Expertise. This is where it all comes in. So I'll take a step back.
And then the next video, he'll be melting the gold himself for us.
That's it.
Now, after this gold is melted, what we need to do is we need to weigh it, assay it, and then we'll figure out exactly how much gold, fine gold we've got in the bar. Now, for the viewers looking at the video, what we're going to do is we're going to weigh it. We're not going to show the XRF reading, and we're going to let you decide and work out how much that gold bar is worth today. And then what we'll do is we will reveal the amount tomorrow.
Okay.
But what we'll do is we'll yeah, or no, do you know what? We'll just let you know.
Aye, well, you know.
Aye.
Until we get depending on the amount of guesses we get, I'll maybe front a prize. Small silver coin or so.
Yeah.
For the closest guess.
Right, so we've got everything. And it's really important, guys, if you are buying gold or going through old jewellery boxes, go over it with a magnet, because if it's not gold, it's magnetic, because gold is one of the only metals that isn't magnetic. It's one way to tell, but brass isn't as well, so that's why it's quite hard to tell the difference sometimes if you don't know.
And if you're ever unsure, there's a XRF machine on the site. You can bring the stuff down, and Craig's happy enough to give you an estimate on it and let you know if it's genuine or how much it's worth or whatever, if you're not sure.
So we'll leave that for another minute, and then we'll get this all poured, and let's see what your bar's worth.
See if we're going to Tenerife or the Maldives.
Or Vegas.
Aye.
And if you go to Vegas, I'm coming.
You see the change in colour on the mould.
All these things as well, like our old moulds, we always keep them because we refine them as well. We do lemons, sweeps, you know, all the dust.
So there's all wee bits and pieces left in them still. They're never 100% clean.
No, and what we do as well is when we even hoover, we keep the bags. We're nearly there, everybody. Water, rod. Now, this is the most dangerous part of the process because
I have seen this go wrong in some TikTok videos. People
we
pour
don't
into a
talk
cold-
about things going wrong.
No. I'm sure you'll do it fine, but I have seen what you're mentioning as a dangerous thing to do. I've seen it blown out of the thing when they pour it, if it's into a cold mould or maybe a dirty mould.
I think that's been 2 or 3 minutes. Right, guys, if you want to stand over there, right, when I do this and video it, because being close to it could be dangerous.
Okay.
Right. So this is us spraying the WD-40 on the mould. One last start. It's always recommended to stir it continuously because it helps. Right.
This is the magic here. Glowing red hot.
There we go, guys.
Beautiful. And the flame's just the WD-40 and any stuff burning off it. The impurities.
That's the most important thing you do. See with the tongs,
Make sure you
you have to cool it down
Cool them.
because I made the mistake of touching there and it scarred me now
Right.
for life.
You get a permanent tattoo.
Now look at this, guys. Look at this beautiful bar of gold that's been melted. Look at that. Absolutely stunning.
Stunning, huh? So how long does it take from this point to cool? Can you quench it with water to cool it? Or?
So we're going to stick it in this bucket. Oh.
It doesn't do any harm cooling it in too early or anything like that?
So what we need to do is we need to wait until that sort of becomes like solid, and then what we do is we put it in it and it'll clear it.
Right. Oh, beautiful. You can see that nice gold colour there.
Aye.
Stunning.
Now, what we do is we dip it in this. It's like a blacksmith, but we're actually goldsmiths.
Yep. And you can see the heat in that, how long it's taking to cool. Heat's tremendous. Beautiful.
Now, if you want to see something even better, look at what this does.
Wow.
So,
And the bars came out so beautiful, it's almost as if it's a manufactured bar, it's just poured beautiful.
so what we need to do now is we need to go to the sink and we need to give it a good scrub with Fairy Up liquid, which is there we go. If you want to bring this over, just because it takes all the rubbish off it as well. I'd always recommend cooling it down, right? Because you just don't know if there's a part of it going to still be hot.
The centre could be roasting and distributed out to the edge, yeah?
Yeah, many. Good scrub, there we go. Look at that, absolutely stunning. Right, give a wee hit with a hammer, and then that's us ready to see what it's worth, guys. Find my hammer. Who the fuck's a hammer? I was smashing stuff up earlier on, you know that. 2 seconds, guys. Might be somewhere. Nope. Might be somewhere. It's over here.
So not out in the counter.
It might be on the counter actually. Yes!
Good now,
You give it a good tap. Look how beautiful that bar is, folks. Look at that.
Solid.
Now, people say to us, oh, but you'll scrap it. Well, we melt it, we refine it, we then manufacture with it. It's like trees. You cut down the tree, you use it for wood, you build houses with it. But see this here, guys, right? You know what the most important thing about this whole process is? For everybody that has gold in their house, that's sitting doing nothing, right? There's forests, there is wildlife out there that suffer because miners are mining with cyanide, with chemicals that are causing deforestation, that are causing wildlife to die.
Encouraged to recycle rather than...
Yeah, and we say recycle. Bring your old gold into us and we guarantee you that we will melt it, we will refine it, and we together will make a future for our children and a better earth. I know everybody's not into the whole thing,
Contributing something.
but just by selling a piece of gold can help the world. Now, we've got 512.9 grams. Let's check to see how much we're paying John tonight. Right, let's get it sorted. So, if you want to show the viewers exactly what this does. So this is an XRF analyzer. This analyses the gold and actually gives us an accurate percentage of what fine content's in it. Now we do it on multiple sides because sometimes, you know, if the metal's not been stirred properly, it can show uneven. So most of the gold in this bar was 9 carat. But let's see if we've got anything on this side. There we are. That's a little bit higher. So, we'll say it's about 40.9%. So, the weight was...
521.
Fact, do I just double check this because we don't want to get it wrong because it's your gold. It's your gold. So if you tell me the weight,
Oh, 512.9.
512.9 times spot 49%, 40.0, so it's 40.9%. We're paying you 95% at. So let's guess, how much do you think you've got in your gold? So it was your mum's,
Oh, the
yourselves,
whole family's
good family, but
less than 10,000.
you got £15,544.
Sold.
There you are, guys.
That's a lot more than I was expecting.
There you go.
Huge.
And I think it's obviously, people don't know why you get it. That's yours now.
That's yours.
Are you happy to sell it?
Yeah,
There
happy
you go.
enough.
See,
Yep.
we don't assume that you're happy to sell it. If we were to melt your gold, we would charge you £250 to do that service. Right?
If you don't want to
If
sell
you
it
don't,
here.
if you don't want to sell it here, we don't actively.
But you're not going to find anybody better when you're paying these prices.
Exactly. So, guys, if you've got any unwanted gold, pop in to see Pharaoh's Bullion, because Pharaoh's Bullion pays.
The highest prices possible. Aye.
Guys, good night. God bless. Thank you very much for selling us the gold.
Aye,
Look,
thank
guys,
you. Thank you.
this obviously was pre-arranged. He's popped in. We've knew each other for a good few months. We've done a
Yeah.
bit of business, but this was just to educate a lot of people on exactly how and what we do.
Transparency from front to end.
Exactly, and these guys will tell you that yeah, we do pay the best prices for gold.
Yep.
And a lot of people might say, oh no, it's they don't or they whatever, but look, we do. So pop in to see us. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and also please tune into the bidding room, because when I'm on it, it's absolutely
Electric.
fantastic. Yep, there we go, guys. All
Cheers.
the best.
Thank
Good
you.
night.